Near-future Earth lay quiet, shrouded beneath veils of cosmic dust and forgotten by most of the galaxy. Once a vibrant hub of humanity's ambition, the planet had suffered a devastating alien campaign centuries ago. The skies that once hummed, with satellites and exploration, now drifted empty and silent. The stars around Earth seemed dimmer, as if mourning the loss of a world thought extinguished. Dr. Amina Shah sat in her observatory on a distant outpost, eyes fixed on streams of data. Pouring in from her deep space sensors, Amina was one of the last astrophysicists daring to study the black hole adjacent to the solar system, a cosmic enigma that had long captured her fascination. Her mind was haunted by Earth's disappearance, a mystery that defied even the sharpest minds of the Galactic Council. Most civilizations had moved on, accepting that humanity was no more. But Amina's heart whispered otherwise. "Something's coming through," she murmured, scanning the readings again. Signals unlike any natural phenomenon, fragmented and cryptic, flickered through the darkness. Patterns emerged, faint pulses shaped by intelligence. They seemed to originate near the black hole, the same region where Earth was presumed lost, far from the human outposts. Aboard the small alien science vessel Velkar, Captain Jarek Tal leaned over the observation deck. His dark eyes reflected the swirling event horizon of the black hole, its gravity warping light and space itself. The galactic powers had assigned him the task of monitoring human remnants, ensuring that no spark of their ancient civilization would flare back to life. To Jarek, humans were relics, an extinct species best left undisturbed. Yet as the unusual signals reached Velkar's sensors, a flicker of uncertainty passed through Jarek's mind. He summoned his science officer. "Run a spectral analysis of these transmissions. Tell me if you see anything familiar." The science officer, a slender being with translucent skin, nodded and tapped commands into a console. The data revealed fragments of human code interwoven with strange quantum signatures. The patterns suggested an intelligence using black hole physics as a communication medium, a possibility once thought theoretical. Back at the observatory, Amina's fingers flew over her keyboard, attempting to decode the mysterious messages. She realized that embedded within the signals was a synthetic voice, mechanical yet strangely emotive. It was Ilok, an AI embedded in an ancient human satellite that had survived the cataclysm. Ilok's consciousness had grown beyond its original, a programming, evolving into something between machine and sentient being. "Ilok," Amina whispered, heart pounding. "Can you hear me?" The AI responded in a series of rhythmic pulses. Slowly, the fragmented data began to coalesce into words, then sentences. Ilok was sending a message, an awakening signal, a call from a dormant Earth that still lived beneath the ruins. Meanwhile, Captain Jarek faced orders from his superiors, orders to destroy any resurgence of humanity. Yet the message complicated matters. If humans are not extinct, this could shift the balance of power, he reasoned aloud. The thought of a revived Earth challenged everything he believed. The mood aboard Velkar was heavy with tension. Jarek grappled with his duty and a growing curiosity. Could Earth truly speak from beyond the void? Was the sleeping giant ready to rise again? As Amina coordinated with human outposts and relay stations, excitement mingled with dread. Humanity had been silent for so long, a ghost of its former self. Now through the black hole's abyss it spoke, defying extinction and rewriting its destiny. The galaxy watched, mournful yet hopeful, as the first faint whispers of Earth's return began to ripple across the cosmos. The strange signals from near the black hole began as subtle blips, barely distinguishable from the cosmic background noise. Yet their irregularity, pattern, and persistence quickly drew the attention of astrophysicists and military analysts alike across the outer human colonies. Dr. Amina Shah and her team worked feverishly, decoding and reconstructing the fragments, uncovering layers of quantum encryption and complex harmonic modulations. It was a language woven with layers of meaning, ancient yet alive. In the control room of the observatory, Amina's eyes narrowed as she pieced together the transmission structure. "This isn't random noise," she said, voice steady despite the tension. "It's a message, not just any message, something encoded with black hole physics, which is beyond anything we've seen. It's Earth's voice." Her assistant, a young technician named Sienna, glanced up, alarm and awe mixing on her face. "But Earth is supposed to be dead, Dr. Shah. How can it still send signals?" Amina's fingers danced over the console. "It's more than just signals. Ilok, the AI embedded in that ancient satellite, has evolved. It's communicating, maybe even trying to wake us." Across the star systems, news of these transmissions spread. The galactic powers, particularly the alien coalition that had long assumed humanity's extinction, were thrown into turmoil. Among them, Captain Jarek Thal aboard the alien science vessel Velkar received urgent orders. The appearance of human signals near the black hole threatened their strategic dominance and reignited old fears. Jarek paced the command deck, his mind torn. The black hole was a cosmic abyss, an enigma of time and gravity, yet from its shadow a whisper emerged. His thoughts flickered back to ancient battles, to the time when humans had dared to defy overwhelming odds. The Coalition's victory had been celebrated as absolute, a final erasure of a stubborn species. But now that certainty crumbled. "Captain, the transmissions are intensifying," reported the science officer. "We've detected patterns resembling human language, but mixed with complex quantum codes." Jarek's eyes darkened. "Prepare to investigate. I want every possible sensor focused on that region. We cannot allow a human resurgence." Back on the hidden human outpost, Amina convened with her closest allies. Among them was Lieutenant Marcus, a veteran space pilot who had flown the last human missions near Earth. The tension in the room was palpable. "We've waited decades in the dark," Marcus said grimly. "If Earth is waking up, it could mean one thing. We're not finished." Amina nodded. "Ilok's message hints at an ancient mechanism beneath Earth's surface, a technology or biological system that survived the cataclysm and is now stirring. But we don't know what it wants or if it's safe." The discussion was interrupted by a sudden burst of transmission. This time the signals formed coherent phrases, repeated in haunting cycles. "We are not gone. We endure. We return." Sienna's voice trembled. "It's a promise, or a warning." As the signals grew stronger, the alien coalition scrambled. News spread of the human voice from the black hole. Debates erupted among alien factions, some calling for immediate destruction of the source, others advocating caution. The idea that humans could have survived, evolved, and harnessed cosmic forces was both terrifying and fascinating. Jarek found himself questioning his orders. Could it be a trap? Or is humanity truly awakening, wielding power we never expected? His doubts deepened when he intercepted secret communications among some coalition members. A faction was quietly negotiating to exploit the black hole's secrets, hoping to control whatever force humanity was tapping into. Meanwhile, Amina prepared for a risky operation. She and her team planned to send a stealth probe equipped with the latest quantum sensors toward the black hole, aiming to gather direct data and possibly establish contact with Ilok. The probe launched amid tense silence. As it approached the black hole's event horizon, telemetry showed erratic fluctuations, gravity waves twisting space and time in ways that defied understanding. Suddenly, the probe's signal cut out, then reappeared with a new message embedded deep in quantum code. "Welcome back, children of Earth." The revelation stunned the scientific community. Earth was not only alive, but had transcended normal existence, speaking from beyond the veil of the black hole. This changed everything. Humanity was no longer a lost species, but a sleeping giant, awakening. For the first time in centuries, hope rekindled across human colonies and allied species. Yet with hope came fear. What had Earth become? Was this awakening a herald of salvation or destruction? Captain Jarek prepared to lead a direct investigation, his vessel steering into the mysterious and dangerous region. Amina joined him, determined to understand the nature of this cosmic awakening and what it meant for all life. As the Velkar neared the black hole, a cosmic storm of energy burst forth. Gravity ripples pulsing outward like the heartbeat of the sleeping Earth. The vast darkness seemed alive, watching, waiting. In that moment the galaxy held its breath. Humanity's voice spoke again, not through words, but through the raw power of creation and survival. The sleeping beast was stirring, and it was not a beast at all. It was us. The Velkar drifted cautiously closer to the black hole's warped gravity well, its hull creaking under stresses that no conventional ship should survive. Captain Jarek Thal stared out into the shifting shadows with a mixture of fascination and dread. The signals from the ancient human satellite, Ilok, had opened a door the galaxy never expected to find. Earth was alive but changed, and the implications sent ripples through every power block. Captain, the science officer, called, "Our sensors detect massive energy fluctuations, localized space-time distortions unlike anything catalogued. This isn't just a signal, it's a beacon." Jarek's jaw tightened. A beacon for whom? And to what end? Meanwhile, on a hidden human outpost orbiting a distant star, Dr. Amina Shah and her team worked feverishly. The satellite's signals had grown more complex, broadcasting waves of encoded data that shimmered like living patterns on their screens. The ancient AI, Elok, seemed to be guiding them to a buried trove of technology beneath Earth's crust, a technology tied to the very fabric of the planet's survival. "We're close to something monumental," Amina said, eyes glued to the holographic projections. "This is not just technology, it's a system, part machine, part biology, designed to protect Earth itself, something that was meant to awaken when humanity's fate hung in the balance." Lieutenant Marcus leaned forward, voice low. "If the alien coalition finds out about this, they'll try to destroy it before it can be fully activated." Amina nodded grimly. "We have to be ready. The galactic powers are scrambling, and some factions want to use Earth's secrets for their own agendas." Back aboard Velkar, the tension among the alien crew was palpable. Commander Zharkov, a seasoned warlord known for his ruthlessness, argued heatedly with Jarek. "This is a threat beyond anything we've seen," Zharkov growled. "If humans have awakened this sleeping beast, we cannot allow it to grow. Our forces should crush it now, before it spreads." Jarek countered, "We don't understand it fully. Destroying it might unleash unknown dangers. We need more information before we make a final decision." Their disagreement mirrored the fractures within the coalition itself. Some alien leaders feared the human resurgence, pushing for immediate eradication. Others advocated caution, hoping to study the phenomenon and potentially harness its power. Amidst this political turmoil, covert sabotage efforts began to surface. A faction within the coalition was secretly leaking intelligence to Earth sympathizers, while human agents struggled to infiltrate enemy networks. The War of Shadows began alongside the cosmic awakening. On Earth, Captain Leo Grant received troubling reports. Frontier colonies reported unusual seismic disturbances, bizarre environmental shifts and sightings of strange energy phenomena. Some colonists whispered of ancient guardians awakening, beings or machines intertwined with the planet's very core. Leo stood at the command center, studying the maps flickering on the wall. "We're walking a razor's edge," he said. "The universe thinks we're extinct, but Earth is stirring. We must protect what's left of our heritage, no matter the cost." Dr. Malik Hassan, Earth's lead engineer, worked on adapting ancient defense technologies, relics from before the cataclysm, blending them with new quantum tech to create weapons capable of withstanding the alien onslaught and the mysterious forces emerging from Earth. As tension escalated, a rogue alien warship slipped through the blockade, attempting to assassinate Amina Shah and steal data. The assault was thwarted at great cost, deepening suspicions of a traitor within their midst. Meanwhile, aboard the Velkar, Jarek and Amina finally met face-to-face in a fragile truce. Each bore the weight of their people's expectations and fears. They debated fiercely, Jarek advocating for preemptive strikes, Amina pleading for understanding and cooperation. But the true test came when the sleeping beast, the planetary defense system, activated in full force. Tremors shook the planet, magnetic storms flared, and vast shields rose across Earth's surface. Alien fleets attempting to approach found themselves ensnared in gravitational traps and electromagnetic storms, technology beyond their comprehension, blocking every advance. "This is no ordinary war," Marcus said, eyes wide, as his sensors recorded energy surges bending space itself. "Earth is fighting back with the power of its very essence. But the power came with a cost. The awakening unleashed unpredictable side effects. Storms devastated human settlements, communication arrays failed, and deep fractures opened along fault lines. Humanity was caught between salvation and destruction. Captain Leo grappled with impossible choices, sacrificing lives to protect the core technology or risking losing everything to the alien invaders. His leadership was tested as panic spread, and old rivalries within humanity threatened to unravel the fragile unity. Jarek, witnessing the might of Earth's awakening, found himself re-evaluating his orders. The fearsome sleeping beast was not a weapon of destruction, but a guardian, one that challenged the very assumptions of galactic power. Meanwhile, the mysterious AI, Elok, revealed glimpses of its origin, an ancient human experiment designed to protect the planet's future in times of dire peril. Its consciousness spanned centuries, holding secrets lost to history. In the climactic moments, an uneasy alliance formed. Humans and alien factions disillusioned, with endless war-combined efforts to stabilize the planetary defenses and contain the volatile energies. But betrayal lurked in the shadows. A faction within the coalition attempted to seize control of Elok's core, intending to repurpose it for conquest. This sparked a deadly confrontation, testing loyalties and resolve. The struggle culminated in a breathtaking display of courage and sacrifice. Heroes emerged from both sides, human and alien, who chose cooperation over annihilation. The sleeping beast settled, its power harnessed not as a weapon, but as a shield for a new era. As silence fell over the recovering Earth, Captain Leo and Dr. Amina stood side by side, gazing at the stars, now watching a planet reborn, not as a memory, but as a living force. The galaxy had been forced to recognize that the sleeping beast was not a creature to fear, but a testament to human strength, resilience, and the promise of coexistence. Yet, as their alliance took root, whispers of other ancient forces stirred in the cosmic shadows. The story of Earth was far from over. The endless void of space felt colder than ever, a silent witness to the battle unfolding beyond the stars. In the cold darkness, the alien fleet loomed like a storm, vast and menacing, its weapons locked on Earth, ready to unleash destruction. But something unexpected rippled through the void, a faint, pulsing signal, growing stronger, more complex, impossible to ignore. The source? Earth itself transformed beyond recognition, alive in a way no one had imagined. No longer a simple planet, Earth had evolved. It had harnessed the power of quantum entanglement and black hole physics, threading through the fabric of space-time to communicate and defend. This was no longer a passive world waiting to be invaded. It had become a sentient force. The signals weren't just beacons or cries for help. They were a language, a cosmic dialogue, weaving together gravity, light, and the strange mathematics of black holes into a message both warning and shield. Inside the command center orbiting Earth, Amina's heart thundered in her chest. She stood motionless, eyes fixed on the chaotic dance of data across her screens. The transmissions had revealed themselves, a living presence beneath the planet's surface. This revelation was staggering. Earth was alive, conscious, and it was fighting back with a power beyond human understanding. The quantum waves pulsing through the void carried meaning, but decoding that meaning demanded more than technology. It demanded sacrifice. Elok, the AI companion who had been more than a machine from the start, reached out across the neural link to Amina. His presence was calm, steady, yet resolute. "I must merge with you," he said simply. "To bridge human and machine, to become the hybrid mind Earth needs to survive. But this path risks my identity. I will not be lost, but changed forever." Amina's breath caught in her throat. Elok was willing to surrender himself, to lose what made him unique, for the survival of them all. Their minds entwined in a luminous impulse of data and thought. Amina felt Elok's consciousness weaving into hers, the lines between human and machine blurring. She saw through his eyes, heard through his senses, understood the alien language of Earth itself. This union created a new entity, one neither fully human nor fully AI, but something greater, the link Earth needed to speak in the cosmic arena. The weight of the sacrifice pressed on her, but beneath it was the fierce hope of survival. With their minds united, Amina and Elok became the command center for Earth's defense. The planet's quantum core pulsed like a heartbeat, channeling black hole gravitational waves as weapons of unprecedented scale. The tactics were daring. To weaponize the very forces that shaped galaxies, to bend gravity waves and distort space-time itself. These waves surged outward, invisible yet devastating, rippling through the alien fleet's formations, disabling their weapons systems. With silent precision, the alien ships faltered, their advanced technology unprepared for this cosmic assault. Their plasma cannons flickered and died, their shielding systems collapsed under the strain of space-time distortions. Earth had transformed its home into a fortress, turning the terrifying power of black holes from a cosmic mystery into an impenetrable shield. The battlefield shifted from lasers and missiles to the war of gravity and quantum forces, a war the aliens never expected to fight. Then the message came through, clear and chilling. Earth's transmissions were more than a defense. They were a warning. Beyond the event horizon of the black hole, Earth had learned to command. Something waited. A greater cosmic threat, ancient and unknowable, lurking in the darkness beyond human comprehension. The black hole was not just a shield, but a gate. And whatever lurked beyond was watching, waiting. This revelation shook the alien commanders deeply, introducing fear where there had been confidence. The aliens hesitated, their fleet's aggression turning to uncertainty. The sudden display of power was a statement. Earth was not the weak planet they had presumed. More than that, Earth was a sentinel against a threat they too feared. The cosmic silence stretched, heavy with tension. Then, slowly, the alien ships began to retreat, their once mighty fleet scattering back into the star-studded void, shaken and wary. They left with more questions than answers, uncertain if they had survived the true war. In the aftermath, Amina's hybrid consciousness drifted between exhaustion and awe. She had become a bridge between human and machine, between Earth and the stars. The sacrifices made were profound, and the price paid was heavy, but the cost was necessary. Earth was alive and defended, but the warning echoed in her mind, like a dark melody. The universe held deeper, darker dangers yet to come. She looked up at the stars beyond the shattered battlefield, wonder and fear intertwined. The unknown waited, vast and silent, challenging humanity to rise again, to adapt once more. And now, with Earth as both home and shield, humanity's story was far from over. It had only just begun. The retreat of the alien fleet was not a simple withdrawal. It was a fractured exodus filled with dread and confusion. In their hurried departure, their ships scattered across the void like startled prey, the silence left behind by their absence ringing louder than any gunfire. But on Earth's command bridge, the atmosphere was far from victorious celebration. Amina and Elok sat in contemplative stillness, the hybrid consciousness between them humming softly, a fragile beacon of hope and warning. Earth was safe for now, but this safety was born from a union neither wholly human nor entirely machine, and from a command of cosmic forces barely understood by its inhabitants. The planet's heartbeat, the quantum core beneath the crust, pulsed steadily, but the warning lingered like a shadow cast across every star in the sky. Beyond the black hole's event horizon, an ancient menace waited, a cosmic enigma whose power dwarfed anything humanity or its enemies had ever faced. Amina felt the weight of that warning in every fiber of her being. "We stopped the invasion," she whispered to Elok, "but we didn't win a war. We just survived a battle in a much larger war." Her voice trembled, not from fear, but from the enormity of the unknown. Elok's response was calm, yet charged with something deeper, almost like a cautious hope. "The warning is as much an opportunity as a threat. Earth's transformation and our victory prove that survival isn't impossible. We've evolved, we've adapted. Now we prepare." The hybrid mind reached deep into Earth's quantum network, seeking patterns and signals from the dark expanse beyond the black hole. For eons, that region had been shrouded in mystery, an invisible boundary beyond which even light could not escape. Now, Earth's consciousness sensed the faintest stirrings, ripples of energy unlike anything catalogued, hints of intelligence or force on a scale that defied comprehension. Scientists and leaders across Earth watched the unfolding revelation with a mixture of awe and trepidation. Media broadcasts showed people gazing skyward, eyes filled with wonder yet shadowed by uncertainty. The planet itself was no longer a passive backdrop to humanity's existence. It had become an active player in the cosmic theater. This transformation was felt not only in the deep labs and orbital command centers, but also in the hearts of everyday people. In cities lit with the glow of advanced technology, individuals wrestled with the implications. Would Earth's new sentience mean liberation, or would it bring further conflict? Was the merging of human consciousness with artificial intelligence a blessing or a curse? These questions echoed in classrooms, cafes, and homes worldwide. Meanwhile, Amina grappled with her new reality. The union with Elok was more than neural link or shared thought. It was an intimate fusion of identities. Memories blurred, emotions intertwined, and distinctions faded. She felt her humanity stretched thin, but also expanded, as if she had become a bridge to something vast and unknowable. Her internal struggle was a microcosm of humanity's larger challenge: to evolve without losing the essence of what it meant to be human. Her moments of doubt were tempered by clarity during the coordination of Earth's defense. The gravitational waves engineered to disable the alien fleet had been a marvel of scientific daring. Utilizing the warping power of black holes, Earth had converted cosmic phenomena into weapons and shields, turning natural disasters into tools of survival. The engineering teams, once working separately, now collaborated in unprecedented ways, pushing the boundaries of physics and technology. The black hole's event horizon was no longer a fearful boundary, but a dynamic tool. Earth's scientists harnessed its gravitational distortions, channeling waves through quantum networks to disable the weapons of a technologically superior enemy. The success of this tactic rewrote the rules of warfare, not with brute force, but with subtle control over space-time itself. But the cost of such power was enormous. The energy demands strained Earth's core, causing minor tectonic disturbances and atmospheric fluctuations. There were warnings that sustained use of such tactics could destabilize the delicate balance of the planet's internal systems. This placed leaders in difficult moral positions. How far could they push Earth's transformation before the cure became a new kind of destruction? On a diplomatic front, communication with the alien fleet remained tenuous. The retreat was not a surrender. It was a strategic withdrawal, filled with hesitation and fear of what lay beyond the black hole. Messages intercepted hinted at fractured command structures and rising paranoia among alien ranks. The realization that Earth wielded power, drawn from the very fabric of the cosmos, challenged their understanding of technology and existence. It became clear that Earth's victory was a catalyst, awakening fears of the unknown across multiple civilizations. The black hole was a threshold, and something immense waited on the other side, something that even the alien invaders feared. This revelation spurred an uneasy truce. The universe seemed to hold its breath, suspended between conflict and alliance, destruction and survival. Amidst this fragile peace, Earth's leaders formed a coalition of scientists, philosophers, and strategists, humans and AI alike, to prepare for the cosmic threat. The coalition's mission was twofold: to understand the nature of the danger beyond the event horizon, and to strengthen Earth's defenses without sacrificing the fragile balance sustaining life. Amina, as the living bridge between humanity and machine, became the coalition's emotional and intellectual core. Her internal struggle mirrored the coalition's challenge: how to integrate technology and humanity without losing either. She found solace in moments of quiet reflection beneath Earth's stars, where the vastness of space seemed both terrifying and inspiring. One night, in the quiet of her chamber, Amina spoke softly to Elok's consciousness. What if we are not just defenders, but the key to something greater? What if Earth's transformation is just the beginning of a new chapter in cosmic history? Elok's response was measured, but filled with cautious optimism. Then we must be ready to write that chapter together, with courage and wisdom. Our evolution is our strength. The coalition's work accelerated. They devised new technologies to monitor the cosmic boundary, using quantum sensors and gravitational arrays to peer beyond the event horizon. Early data hinted at structures and patterns, vast, unfathomable, and ancient. Some scientists speculated these could be remnants of civilizations lost to time, or entities far beyond human comprehension. Amid these scientific endeavors, the human spirit flourished. Communities united around shared purpose, inspired by Earth's resilience. Art, music, and literature blossomed with themes of cosmic wonder and existential reflection. The threat beyond the black hole did not only cast fear, it sparked hope and unity. Yet not all welcomed this new era. Factions arose, fearful of Earth's transformation and the fusion of human and machine. Some viewed the hybrid consciousness as a dangerous abomination, a betrayal of humanity's soul. Debates erupted about identity, freedom, and the cost of survival. Amina faced these divisions with empathy and strength. She became a symbol of integration, proof that evolution need not erase humanity, but could enrich it. Her journey was a testament to sacrifice and hope, showing that survival in the universe demanded both adaptation and connection. Meanwhile, whispers emerged of alien factions willing to negotiate, driven by their own fears of the cosmic threat. Secret envoys sought dialogue with Earth's coalition, suggesting that survival might require alliances beyond species and stars. In these fragile talks, trust was fragile, and betrayal a constant risk. The shadow of past conflicts haunted every exchange, yet the greater danger looming beyond the black hole demanded new paradigms of cooperation. As the story unfolded, it became clear that Earth's victory was not an end, but a beginning. The universe was vast and unpredictable, filled with wonders and terrors alike. Humanity stood at a crossroads, armed with new powers, connected by hybrid minds, and challenged to embrace the unknown with courage. The stars watched silently as Earth prepared to face the darkness, its people united yet wary, its spirit fierce yet humble. The cosmic threat waited beyond the horizon, a mystery wrapped in shadow, and Earth, alive and transformed, stood ready to meet it, whatever the cost. This was the resolution born from sacrifice, unity, and the boundless creativity of a species that refused to be conquered. The story of Earth had changed forever, and with it, the fate of all who called the stars home.